Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm glad you made it. Today, I am going to attempt to do a bloom in the coasters. I may be biting off more than I can chew, but I figured why not? What's the worst thing that could happen? It's not like I haven't had a disaster before. All right, so I have my brand new Let's Resin coaster mold, and I'm only going to do 2. I figured if I screw this up, it'll only be a little bit of resin, not a whole bunch. So I have my Bond Crafter mixed up, and I have it sitting in a cup, and I'm trying to get it close to 35 degrees Celsius, and I keep checking. I'm at 34, and that equals 93 Fahrenheit. I'm going to pour a little bit into one of my little Dixie cups there, just so I can put my bloom paste into it. And I'm going to leave the rest for the coasters. I don't think I need all that much, but I'm going to do about 1/2 ounce for the bloom paste. And then that leaves me 5.5 ounces for the coasters, and I'm going to back the coasters afterwards. I am just going to put 1 dot. Oh, that was more than 1 dot. That came out quick. Okay, so I put a dot-ish onto my popsicle stick, and I am mixing it into my 1/2 ounce of resin. You want it to be kind of milky, skim milk looking. And geez, I nailed it. That looks really good. I think I got it. All right, 1 part down. We're not out of the woods yet. I'm going to pour down some resin. I'm going to put about 2.5 ounces in each, which will bring it about 3/4 of the way full on each of them. And I'm just checking to make sure I'm using the same amount in each coaster. I need to move this down a little bit. It's too far up. All right, I'm going to pour the rest of this resin into each of the coasters, and then I am going to check for bubbles, see if there's any bubbles down around those edges. I'll grab my silicone tool, my popsicle stick, and my heat gun to try to coax those bubbles out. I'm going to give it a blast of heat too really quick. Warm that up a little bit. Get anything to come to the top, and we are good. I am going to put a little tiny scoop of silver glitter in here. This is kind of a tube-like glitter, which in hindsight, I probably would have just used a chunky glitter instead of the tube glitter. All right, now for the fun part. I have my sapphire blue from Let's Resin. This came in the 48 pack of alcohol inks, and I'm just going to put some drops around the outside edge on each of them of the sapphire blue. I did not realize that until just now as I was looking back at this. There is a terrible glare on that top coaster. You guys should have told me. I would have moved it. For my next color, I think it's pronounced Syrian, and it's a blue color as well. It's kind of like a greenish blue, like a deeper aqua kind of color, maybe. So I'm going to put a few of those drops around as well in each of these coasters. And it squirted out quite a bit right there. Hopefully that doesn't mess it up. And then I am taking the actual aqua, and I am going to just put that in the center of each of these coasters. I couldn't really decide if I wanted to use similar colors or if I wanted to use contrasting colors. But I figure for my first one, I'll keep it similar. That way it can blend together, and maybe I could get a good idea of how that bloom will pull together and actually blend. So I have my white mixture, my bloom mixture, in this little Dixie cup, and I'm going to try to pour it. I probably should have gotten some piping bags out and done it that way, but I figured the cup would be really easy to squeeze together and hold, so we'll try it this way. And I didn't start off very well because it blobbed a few times there in the middle. It wasn't a smooth start. So I'm going to get it all swirled around, and I'm going to come back with my silicone tool and try to move those blobs around just so they don't settle and go to the bottom and ruin it. So hopefully this will work. Hopefully I got it in time. I did it really quickly, but hopefully it didn't have any chance to sink, you know. Some of these lines are a little bit thicker than the others, so I am just going to drag it out a little bit, give it a little bit of a swirl, see if that helps it. Now we're going to try this other one. Hopefully it doesn't blob as much as that first one. And I'm going to start on the outside this time. Yeah, the starting off point isn't always good. I'm going to just swirl around, not really making any kind of pattern. I'm going to grab my tool again and get rid of that blob. Try to blend it in there a little bit. Do that in the middle as well. And I'm not going to beat myself up over this one because I've seen videos while preparing to try to figure out how to do a bloom where even the bigger resin pourer people fail at their blooms. So if I fail, that's okay. I just wanted to try it, see if I could do it or not. I like a good challenge. I like to try something new. And I like learning from what I'm doing, because if I make a mistake, then I figure out what not to do and how to improve on it. So I'm okay with that. Now I am just dragging my silicone tool through the resin, bringing it from the outside in 4 spots, right across from each other, kind of like at 12, 3, 6, and 9 on a clock. And once I do that, I wipe it each time so I'm not dragging it through and making a mess. And then I'm going to start at the center and pull out in between those quarters. So it's essentially going to be split into 8s. And that's going to be it. This is going to get set aside and cured. I'm not going to use a heat mat. I'm not going to use my curing machine. I'm just going to let it sit and do its thing. So I will be back when it's time to put a back coat on it. All right, so it's time for a back coat. I am going to use my black pigment paste to back it. I have my resin already mixed up, so I'm going to put my black pigment paste into my Bond Crafter resin. Get that stirred in really well to make sure it is completely mixed, and I want to make sure that it is dark enough so it isn't see-through. Alright, with that all mixed up and to my liking, I am going to add some glitter, because my thought process is if you can see through on this bloom here and there, I want it to sparkle underneath. So I have some chunky black glitter, and I think that's probably from Walmart. And then I have I love this glitter. It's onyx, and that's from Walmart as well. It's kind of like a purple and black shift glitter. So I'm going to mix that together, and I'm going to use that on the back, and hopefully it shines through and it doesn't overpower the whole piece. All right, get that centered so we can see it better and there's no glare like last time. Get that poured in there. Get it to the top, and I'm going to dome both of them. I am going to keep an eye on these. I'm going to watch for bubbles, spray my isopropyl alcohol if I need to. And hopefully, fingers crossed, this comes out. I'm nervous. Being my first bloom. But if I mess it up, it's alright because, like I said, I'll learn from my mistake and just do it different next time. Alright, it's time. What's going to happen? Oh my goodness. Roll my sleeves up. Get ready. Alright, no glare so we can see these together. Wow, these are really thick. The mold is deceiving. It doesn't look like it would be that thick, but these are thick. All right, let's see. Let's see what happened. What do I do with them? All right, let's flip this one over. Oh my goodness! It worked. It worked! I have a bloom that is amazing. All right, will I have a bloom on the second one? Oh my gosh! Yes! Okay, they're a little bit smaller than I thought they would be. And, oh my, look at that though! It has the petals. I don't like the glitter. I don't like it at all. I should have used different glitter or just left it out. But that's not the point. The point is, I did a bloom. I am trying to contain myself here. That is amazing. What do you think? Not bad for my first try. All right, that's it. I'm going to get you a few pictures. Thanks for watching.